How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Hi.
Good.
My name is Veronica. My name is Veronica Paulino, and I am a mediator. We can have everyone's name.
Al.
Caitlin?
You guys all are fine with being referred as Al, Kate, and Christy?
Yes.
Okay. So what this is a mediation session, and I am a mediator. Have any of you been involved in mediation before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So as you know, my job is to have you guys come to a resolution to the issue at hand. Everything that is said here is confidential. You aren't able to have me appear on behalf of anyone in a court setting in the future. How are you guys related? What are your roles?
We own, me and my partner here, we own a bakery.
And you, Al?
I'm a restaurant owner.
Okay. Are there any time constraints of an issue? Does anyone have anywhere to go?
No.
Okay. Are all the parties that are supposed to be here present?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys know, this is a mediation session, as I stated. This is a voluntary process. No one is forced to be here. At any time you feel uncomfortable or you feel you need to take a breather or step out, just let me know. There is something that's called caucus, where if you feel that you're not being heard about something, or you want to share a detail of the situation privately with me, we can call for a caucus. Yes. Okay. All right. So who is the party that asked for the mediation session?
We did.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start by hearing your side of the story, hearing your side of your outlook on the situation, and then we'll have time to hear from you, Al, as well. One thing that I like to tell my parties all the time is that, in hearing other people's statements, sometimes we can get emotional, we can get frustrated, or there's things that we want to just outburst. Rather than doing that, let's respect each other. If you have anything that you feel that you need to say, put it pen to paper, and then when it's your turn to talk, you can adjust them. Okay? Everyone understands that? Do you have a paper, or you're fine writing on your iPad? Okay, that's fine. Okay?
Okay, so basically, as again I said, me and my partner here own a bakery. We have been making cakes for years, and we got a phone call from one of our very good customers, and she needed a cake. But we're not just talking any, size cake. She needed a cake that was about $300. It was for her father's 65th birthday, as well as his retirement party. Me and my partner came up with an amazing idea. We put our heart and soul into this cake because we knew how special this occasion was for this customer, and since she's been buying cake for about 3 years, we wanted to make it extra special, which we did. So the morning of the delivery, everything went great. The cake looked amazing, and we gave our delivery guy all the information. And unfortunately, we received a phone call later, an hour or two later, from the party that was supposed to receive the cake, asking where it was. And shockingly, my delivery guy already had left. I believed he should have been there already. So the first thing I did was call my delivery guy, and I found out that he delivered it to the wrong address. That was, Al's restaurant. Well, anyways, the first thing I did, automatically, I called up the restaurant, and I spoke to him, and I found out that his children had eaten my $300 cake that we made. So, anyways, we were beyond furious. This party was happening, it takes time and, dedication to make these cakes. We can't just throw it together in, 5 minutes. So my partner and I had to, come together, make a rush delivery, make a cake, and
the fee was to rush, to do a rush job for the cake is about $150. So, that's additional cost.
so what's the cake cost, correct?
Yeah, so we were just definitely, frustrated for the fact that we, built this cake and, we wanted to please this customer, and to find out that the cake was consumed by a few kids, it's like our hard work just went straight to the gutter. We were just absolutely furious. We couldn't believe this happened.
So what I understand that you're make this awesome cake for your friends, for your friend's party, which you know for years, and for everything to have gone so wrong, it's just troubled you beyond belief. And that even that it wasn't even, you weren't even able to save it after the misdelivery happened, it just totally put a burden on you, especially with the additional costs and rush fees and everything, correct?
Correct.
Al, I would like to hear from you now.
Well, as you know, I'm a restaurant owner, and well, I own a business, and it's in a shopping center that includes a really nice banquet hall. And our address is one number apart, so sometimes the stuff that goes to there don't come to me, and vice versa. Now, about 3 p.m. some afternoon last week, I had to rush to the hospital because my mother still with cancer. So my 9 and 11-year-old were due to come back from school, and I had a busboy who worked for me for about 5 years. So I said, pick them up, bring them to the restaurant. It's their birthday tomorrow, so make sure everything's ready. So the next day, I had to meet my sister at the hospital and with my mom to bring her back. So on my way back, when I come back about 5 hours later, the busboy told me the cake has been delivered. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I go back to my office to check what my mother's hospital is, so we got to pay this. And then I get a call from the bakery saying, oh, they delivered the cake by mistake. I said, oh, cool, no problem, I'll return it. So then I go to check the cake and my kids were mistaken into it. They thought I gave them a super gift for their birthday. And I was like, yeah. I told them, hey, sorry, my kids ate the cake. And sorry about that. And now they demand that I paid $300 for the cake and then an extra $150 for the rest delivery. I'm like, okay, I didn't deliver the cake to the wrong address. And I'm sorry that it happens that way, but I wasn't there. But then again, it was my kid's birthday, kid's cake and birthday. I understand that they're like really upset about it, but since I'm a businessman, I understand. So I give them the $150 for the rush delivery, but for the $300 cake, they delivered it to the wrong place.
So that I understand that you're saying that you feel for the situation of the misdelivery, but it's not something that was in your hands to handle, meaning that you were dealing with the other issue of your mother being in the hospital and you had that to worry about. You were not present when the incident occurred, and it was just a confusion on your end also because you hear a cake was delivered, so you assume it's the cake that you asked for your child's birthday, and then to come to see that it wasn't, and then...
I didn't even order a cake. I thought my sister did that.
Oh, okay. How do you guys feel about Al's response?
I mean, I do think that the $150 is, an okay, obviously, for my rush delivery problem, but we're also worried about this cake. This cake costs $300, and for some, little kids to go and ransack, a piece of art that we've taken and made very, very special is ridiculous. Where was the supervision of these parents? I get it was a birthday, I get they got excited, but where was the supervision of why these kids were digging into my beautiful cake?
Can you imagine, I'm sorry to cut you off, but can you imagine how our customer feels? Like, we've known each other for years, so it's like, we've always performed well, we've always pleased our clients, so to find out that, it was a disappointment to us.
Then we had to rush to make a new cake for her that same exact day, so obviously it wasn't as special and, all our love into it because we had a time frame. We had to have it done by, 5 o'clock while the party was going to start.
So I understand that what you're saying is that, you feel that although there was a misdelivery, once the misdelivery was noticed by whomever was overwatching Al's restaurant, they should have taken the courtesy to handle the cake more properly and not let it get damaged by the children. Is that what you're
Correct. This
saying?
cake should have been put away for whenever they were going to celebrate the birthday party.
And you're hurt, Caitlin, correct? You're hurt. because
Very hurt.
This is your very good friend.
Correct. And this is, this is it's not just a job, it's not that we just own a bakery, we love baking, we take it as art, it's passion, and for these kids, a $300 cake, like, this is ridiculous. Who, They're
And it's like,
monsters.
if you get a cake and you know this is not for you, or you know it says something different, I mean, this is for.
A happy 65th and, birthday and retirement. They know they're not turning 65, they're kids.
Like, really?
Let's take a moment to hear from Al.
You know, I understand how many like kids are gonna say birthday cake, but you have to understand, I thought my sister got the cake, so I didn't really pay my mom when they said the cake was delivered. And I'm really sorry to hear about the cake going to the wrong place, but if the customer was like that special to you, why didn't you just deliver it personally? Because it was an
Why would we
anniversary.
go deliver a cake personally?
I didn't cut
We
you
have-
off.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like you said, the cake, the customers for many years, it's a anniversary / birthday party for one of your best customers. I don't know, as in the restaurant business, if one of my customers came in and was there, one of their special anniversary or like dinner, I would have gave them the plate personally at my restaurant.
Can we take a caucus, please, and take a minute to, get some thoughts together?
Yes, definitely